and you better believe it, home runs. For us, home means everything, which is why we're offering more options that make buying your first home easier and more affordable. No matter where you are on your home ownership journey, round the corner to loandepot.com and let us help get you home. That's loandepot.com. We're on deck ready to hit it out of the home ownership park for you. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLC ID number 174475.
Hey, it's the Good Greek Spiro, and when it's time for your next move, trust the brand the Miami Marlins trust. The Good Greek, as the National Mover of the Year and Florida's most preferred, Good Greek will make your move a home run every time. Whether it's across town or across the country, trust America's best mover to get you there safely. Schedule your move today at goodgreek.com, the official mover of your Miami Marlins and National Mover of the Year, Good Greek.
Good Greek, moving and storage, your superhero movers.
Upgrade your family vacation with an unforgettable escape to the Palm Beaches. From outdoor adventures and laid-back beaches to thrilling family attractions and animal encounters, the Palm Beaches have something for everyone. Discover premier resorts with creative kids clubs that will keep the little ones entertained while you enjoy world-class golf and spas. We are the original, the one, the only, the Palm Beaches. Plan your trip at thepalmbeaches.com.
Visit Miccosukee Casino and Resort, where fortune meets fun. With over 1,800 slot machines, high-stakes bingo, 24/7 poker, and exciting high-limit slots, there's something for everyone to enjoy. From luxurious accommodations and exquisite dining at La Brisa to live entertainment and handcrafted cocktails at Temp Lounge, we thank you for choosing us as the premier casino, resort, brunch, and date night spot in Miami. Reimagined, redesigned. Rediscover Miccosukee Casino and Resort online at miccosukee.com.
Thanks for listening to Miami Marlins Baseball. Marlins Baseball is brought to you by ADT, the official smart security partner of the Miami Marlins, and Norwegian Cruise Line. Experience more at sea. With the 10th Inning Show, here's the voice of the Marlins, Jack McMullen.
What a fun win it was on Friday night at Lone Depot Park for the Marlins. They get the W 6-2. We're flipping M's on the 10th Inning Show. Jack McMullen and Gabby Sanchez. Let's start with this crowd, man. What a crowd it was. 34,196 at Lone Depot Park on this Friday night. This place was electric tonight. They were hanging on every pitch.
They were hanging on every pitch. And I feel like as the players themselves, they felt it, especially in that fifth inning when they were able to score all those runs. It started to get loud. They started to feel that energy from the crowd, and they kept it going. I mean, look, as a player, I played. Fans out there, like, they don't realize that it does energize the player.
Sure.
Like, you're at home and all of a sudden you might be tired, right? Just got home. That's the thing people don't understand. This team landed at what it was, 2:40. By the time you get the bags, you go home. It's 3:30 in the morning, 3:40 in the morning. You get to bed. It might be 4 a.m. You're waking up. If you have a kid, you're waking up early.
Right.
Then all of a sudden you're coming to the ballpark and you want to go out there. You want to win. That crowd is like drinking a cafecito, man. It just gets you going. It gets you on your feet.
How does it energize a Sandy Alcantara? He went 7 innings of 2-run baseball today. He was outstanding. He was a ground ball machine. 100 pitches, just 3 punch-outs. He rolled, I think, 13 ground balls in this one. And Sandy,
it was a ton.
I mean, he retired 15 of the last 17 guys that he faced. And I'm pulling up the exact number for you because it was just astounding what Sandy did. It looked like Cy Young Sandy. Sandy Alcantara tonight, in terms of ground balls rolled, 13 compared to just 1 flyout against Sandy Alcantara.
When Sandy's on, and when Sandy has always been on, that's what he's doing. It's a lot of early, soft contact. That's exactly what we saw. It's him utilizing his pitches, getting the sinker going, getting the changeup going. Everything's working down. Everybody's hitting on top of it. You saw Sandy get into that groove. That first inning really wasn't there. It was a lot of off-speed pitches. Everything was left kind of up in the plate. Can't do that to a team like the Mets. They're going to make them pay. They did in that first inning, scoring 2. After that, it just seemed like he started to settle in. And as the game goes and you're not able to square up Sandy, the confidence that that man has on that mound, it really starts to get fun. Not if you're the hitter. If you are up here with us or you're his teammate. Because the other thing is, too, as a defensive player, you're ready to go. You know, like, hey, be on your toes because you're getting a ground ball at some point here.
100%, man. Offensively, it was a 6-run fifth. The big blast was Connor Norby. 109 off the bat, 422 feet out to left field. I want your thoughts on the Norby swing, but the Burt triple as well. And we talked about Heriberto Hernandez.
Right, like Heriberto Hernandez, for me, that was the big blow. Because that all of a sudden tied it, and that got momentum going. And all of a sudden, he's standing at third base, and you're like, oh, dude, we're 90 feet away from all of a sudden taking this lead with Sandy on the mound with the way that he's throwing. And then all of a sudden, the guys just start to pile on, and that's exactly what happened here today. The guys just all of a sudden, they started to feel that energy. The crowd was getting into it. Yep. They were feeling it. And then here comes a hit. Then Norby comes off the bench, pinch hit. What does he do? What Marlins have been doing all season long, it seems like, leaving the yard on the pinch hit. That's the 9th one that they've hit. They tied, I believe, a franchise record with pinch hit home runs in a season.
And it leads Major League Baseball.
And not only that, it's where he left the ballpark, right? Like, we're used to seeing Connor Norby being with his power to center field, to right center. That's kind of where his swing is. Boy, that swing today, it was quick, short, compact, powerful. The way that he was able to explode on that baseball and absolutely annihilated it. It was a no-doubter off the bat. It was loud. And I feel like as soon as he did that, you could just feel that, the Mets ain't going to be able to come back because Sandy's on the mound and he's grooving it. And, you know, like, I feel like the Mets too, like at that point went, boy, here we go again.
Yeah. Last one for you here. Xavier Edwards, 3 for 3 today with a hit by pitch. The batting average on the live line as it looks right now, X is hitting 283. He came in hitting 279. It has been a slow slide downward for X, it seemed. He's like slumping at the end of the year. This was a firm ascension for Xavier Edwards. What did you see from X tonight?
What I saw from X is that when he is staying in the strike zone, what we've seen with X2 is that he's starting to expand a little bit more. Even you talk with the hitting coaches, they're like, we've got to get him back into that strike zone, because when he's in the strike zone, that's what he does. He just gets hits. He's a hit collector. Goes up there, and it's not trying to hit the home run. It's just, I'm shooting the ball right back up the middle. I'm using the big part of the field. Every single one of his hits today, big part of the field. When he is doing that, he's getting his base hits. He's getting on base, and then he can steal second. He can steal third. Kind of like Ramirez. Maybe he needs to talk with Ramirez and say, hey, how do we steal bases here?
Augustine now has 16 stolen bases on his year. He stole second and third on the same darn hitter when he was on base. Gabby Sanchez, I know you want to get to the front row for the firework experience.
Yes.
Go enjoy that, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Have a good time. Ahmed, if we do have Steven's conversation with Xavier Edwards, would love to play that right now.
Clayton told us today he talked to you guys. What was the message, X?
No, just kind of recapping on the season we've had thus far, and it's kind of the work that we're going to continue to put in, the work that's to come for next year. And yeah, I mean, that was really it. Just kind of thanking us, and we're thankful for him leading this group and the changes that we've had. You know, we've done things in a different manner and things other teams might think is, for sure different, but we've embraced it, and I think we're proud of the season so far.
What does playing the role of spoiler look like?
Winning games. It's the goal. It's always the goal when we come here. We want to win, and that's all it is. Tonight we did a good job. Looking to do it again tomorrow.
How did you see that fifth inning offensively develop?
I started with getting a leadoff guy on. I don't think we'd done that. Maybe one other time before that. Getting a leadoff guy on, and strung a couple hits together and got base runners. And once we got traffic, I think the train never stopped.
How did you see Sandy tonight match the moment?
Great. He bounced back after, a rough first inning. A couple hard hit balls for them, leadoff homer and some extra base hits, and they scored a couple runs, but bounced back with seven shutty after that. Throw almost 8 innings for us. And, it was great, man, to keep us in a game like that. I mean, would have been easy to kind of pack it in last start of the year and not the ideal start you want, but, it took a lot out of him to dig deep and keep us in that game.
When he's coming off the field, do you feel that as a player when he tips his cap and you know what he means to this organization?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, honestly, I wish I could be that tall sometime, but it was pretty sick. He took his hat off, handed Clayton the ball, and walked off. And, you look back, you see everyone clapping their hands. Pretty cool.
All right, that was Xavier Edwards with Steven Strom. Just a phenomenal conversation between the two of those guys. X was 3 for 3 with a hit by pitch today. He reached base safely all 4 times, and that felt like a moment for Sandy Alcantara. What a moment it was. When we come back, we'll play the highlights here. 10th Inning Show continues next on the Marlins Radio Network.
Especially with a guy that could spot.
3-1 to Conan. He smacks high in the air, out to right and deep. Kepler is back. He's looking up, and that is gone. His first game in 5 months. Welcome back, Griff. Fish on the board. Home run number 2 on the year for Conine, and man, does that one have to taste oh so sweet. Robertson set at the letters. Here's 1-2. Is lifted out to left center field. That's in for a base hit. You got Otto around second. He heads to third, and Liam Hicks has a pinch hit single. The Marlins have the tying run on base. Now Otto breaks for the plate as that throw got away, and Otto with a head first dive is in. Duran's 0-2 is launched high in the air out to left. Marsh is back at the track, at the wall. It is gone. We are tied at 3. Heriberto Hernandez takes the defibrillator to the Miami Marlins. And with one away, Kirkring fires. And that one a flare into right. That's in for a base hit. The run will come in to score, and the right fielder Kepler will toss it in. Troy, he jogs, goes first to third. That is an RBI knock for Liam Hicks. Fish get the run across in the top of the 10th. It's 4-3. 1-2. That one a roller left side of the infield. Bohm plucks it. Glove toss to second for 1, and there's no throw to first base. So Troy does come in to score, and that is that all-important second run.
Plate.
0-1. That one line into right center field. That will not get down. Castellanos slides to make the grab, but that does plate Norby from third. So a sacrifice fly is the run, the placed run in the top of the 11th.
Number 1 on your car radio preset and the new and improved iHeartRadio app. WINCA Miami, WMIB FM HD2 Fort Lauderdale. Free never sounded so good.
Marlins get a great win, 6-2 over the New York Mets. How did it sound? We're playing you the highlights here right now. Jack McMullen here guiding through the 10th inning show. Scoring got going literally right away. Second pitch of the ball game, Francisco Lindor did this to Sandy Alcantara. And the switch hitter patting left. Right-hander Alcantara fires. And that one a rocket out to right center field and deep. Conine working back to the track, at the wall. It is gone. Home run number 31 for Francisco Lindor on the year. RBI number 85. And 2 pitches in. The Mets welcome themselves to Miami. It's 1-0 on the Lindor home. That was 106 off the bat to right center field, and you were thinking, oh, this might be a rough day for Sandy. Had a good day for New York. That feeling continued. Juan Soto singled up the middle, and after a Nimmo flyout, Pete Alonso went line hunting to play the second run. 0-2 again. That one a roller that clipped off the third base bag, and that's rolling down the left field line. That'll be double number 40. Soto will swap places with Alonso. Pete Alonso into second, and Soto comes in to score. 4 hitters in. It's 2-0 New York in the top of the first. But note our final score, folks, 6-2. That was where it halted for the Met offense. When did the Marlin offense get going? Well, it took until the home 5th, but a leadoff single from Griffin Conine. Then a single from Troy Johnston, and Heriberto Hernandez took care of the deficit. First pitch to Heriberto Hernandez, line down the right field line, twisting towards the line. It is a fair ball into the corner in right field. Blake Lively going to send Troy. Relay throw coming home. It is on line. It is not in time. Head first dive. It's a 2-run triple for Heriberto Hernandez. Conine in for third. Troy all the way in from first base. And the Fish knocked this game up. We're tied at 2 in the home 5th.
And just like that, how quickly the Marlins can strike.
Just like that, baby. 2 hitters later, we talked about Pete Alonso's defensive woes all season long. We talked about that at length tonight. That plated the go-ahead run for the Fish. Next pitch, that one a roller over to Alonso. He totally boots the ball. McNeil picks it up, underhand toss to Alonso at first. It kicked away from Pete, and Burt came in to score. He was off on contact there, and Alonso's defensive woes again shine bright for New York. Fish get a run on the RBI ground out. It's 3-2 in the bottom of the 5th. After that, how about Agustin Ramirez? He looped a single out to shallow left field with the bases empty. Gus then stole second, and he was off and move it again. This guy can swipe backs. In the same year. Runner on the move again, and Soto didn't even fire a pitch. Augustine took off. Sneak attack. He's into third base on a stolen base. Soto stepped off, but it was way too late, and there's a runner 90 feet away for the pitch. So Augustine Ramirez singled, stole second for stolen base number 15. The catcher stole third for stolen base number 16, and a pitch later, Xavier Edwards did this. And X rolls one up the gut. That's thrown for a base hit. That's an Augustine run right there. He gets on with a single. He swipes second. He swipes third. And Xavier Edwards drives him in with an RBI knock. It's 4-2 Fish in the fifth.
How about that?
And how about the crushing blow a hitter later? Pinch hitter Connor Norby didn't miss a stitch of this one. 2-1. Norby hammers high in the sky, out to left, no doubt about it. Onslaught for the Marlins. That's 6 across in the inning, and that was a no-doubt bomb for Norby. 422 feet, taking it for the concourse in left, and it's 6-2 Fish in the bottom of the fifth. That was where the scoring halted, but what an amazing inning it was. The Marlins sent 10 to the plate in the inning, and they played the 6 that they needed. Defensively, who jumped out? Well, we do want to play a great play from Xavier Edwards. He took a knock away from Jeff McNeil. 1-0 pitch. That one a line shot. Diving stop by X. He knocked it down on the outfield turf, picks it up, pops up, tosses to first for out number 2.
Hey, X has made some fantastic plays today.
And another amazing play was a hard hit one hopper. X dove to take a single away from Jeff McNeil, involved in a 1-2-3 6th for Sandy Alcantara. He fired a 1-2-3 7th as well. And again, Sandy went 7 innings of 2-run baseball. But there was some serious foot traffic in the top of the 8th inning. The bases were loaded with one man gone. You had Cade Gibson on in a left on right matchup. He got the K he needed against Pete Alonso. 2-2. Alonso swings and misses. He went option C, a changeup low and away.
How about that?
Big punch out for Cade against a right-handed hitter, and now right back to the left on left with Jeff McNeil. Gibson then walked McNeil to keep the bases loaded, and that is when Tyler Phillips entered this ball game, and Phillips got a humongous out on the pinch hitter Mark Vientos. 2-2 to Vientos. Is lifted high in the air, shallow left. Otto back, he's calling for it, and the Marlins shortstop makes the catch. Bases stranded, loaded by Tyler Phillips. He comes on, he gets the job done, and the Fish are out of it unscathed. Quick 1-2-3 ninth for Tyler Phillips. He goes 4 up and 4 down in a save, and a Marlins win. Sounds so sweet. Tyler's 0-2 to Torrens. Is a roller over to short. Routine for Otto. He pumps once, fires to first, and that is the ball game. Fish take the first over the New York Mets here on Friday night. Your final, the Miami Marlins 6 and the New York Mets 2. And this right here should send a shiver down all of Queens' spine. That's how this one sounded. When we come back, we'll hear from the skipper, Clayton McCullough. 10th inning show continues next on the Marlins Radio Network.
Especially with a guy that can spot.
3-1 to Conan. He smacks high in the air, out to right and deep. Kepler is back. He's looking up, and that is gone. His first game in 5 months. Welcome back, Griff. Fish on the board. Home run number 2 on the year for Conine, and man, does that one have to taste oh so sweet. Robertson set at the letters. Here's 1-2. He is lifted out to left center field. That's in for a base hit. You got Otto around second. He heads to third, and Liam Hicks has a pinch hit single. The Marlins have the tying run on base. Now Otto breaks for the plate as that throw got away, and Otto with a head first dive is in. Duran's 0-2. Is launched high in the air out to left. Marsh is back at the track, at the wall. It is gone. We are tied at 3.
Heriberto Hernandez takes the defibrillator to the Miami Marlins.
And with one away, Kirkring fires. And that one a flare into right. That's in for a base hit. The run will come in to score. And the right fielder, Kepler, will toss it in. Troy, he jogs, goes first to third. That is an RBI knock for Liam Hicks. Fish get the run across in the top of the 10th. It's 4-3. 1-2. That one a roller left side of the infield. Bohm plucks it. Glove toss to second for one. And there's no throw to first base. So Troy does come in to score, and that is that all-important second run.
Plate.
0-1. That one line into right center field. That will not get down. Castellanos slides to make the grab, but that does plate Norby from third. So a sacrifice fly is the run, the placed run in the top of the 11th. Great Fish wins 6-2 over the New York Mets on Friday night at Lone Depot Park. Just an amazing W for the Miami Marlins in front of over 34,000 people. Let's hear from Shirley, a happy skipper. Here's Clayton McCullough postgame.
He's fought through so much adversity this season. What was it like to see him finish it like this?
Yeah, he really has. And now that, this was his last start tonight, and to think back from the beginning of the season till now, and talked about it some pregame, but just how Sandy, he just stuck with it. I mean, I think his competitiveness, his toughness, resiliency, all of the endearing qualities that we love about Sandy, like they just continued to shine through the year. And I think we saw him just when things came together, for him, the stuff was there. When the command improved so much, we've seen this run of, now 7, 8, 9 starts where it has looked like, the Sandy of old. And, the first couple innings, he just wasn't in a good rhythm tonight, and they squared some balls up. He made some mistakes. And early in the season, not sure how that one, would have gone. And I think, now he's just able to put things together much differently. And then he finds another gear late in games. And so I just think, like, you hate using the word proud, but like of someone who's had already a very, terrific career to this point, but to see how he responded through the season and how he finished, and the ability tonight to go do that was, just a credit, a testament to him.
And 12 consecutive ground ball outs with one walk in there in between. Just where was he and how was he able to find that pace?
I think yes, when the action of his pitches is working as they should, and he's getting over the sinker, and he's got the changeup with depth, and now with how his spin balls have just improved through the year. It's that's Sandy at his best, right? He's going to get people hitting the top of the ball, and so I think that's when you know that the action late on the pitches is there, and that is the hitters are seeing it coming in, and then it dive bombs late and gets them off the barrel and on the top of the ball and racks up ground balls, and that's how he's able to be so efficient in getting early contact. And so it's a good sign when he's getting a lot of balls put on the ground.
What were those conversations like with him in that 7th and 8th inning?
Yeah, so I think some of it was just we talked a lot about how the year's gone with him, and last start here of the season, at home, and told him that you got one hitter, okay, and whatever happens with Lindor, it just felt like that Gibby was going to be ready to come in. It was a good spot for Gibby where we were in their lineup. That to have, for as difficult as most of the year's been for Sandy, to be able to. He hates when I go out there to take the ball from him. But this was different. This was, a way to everyone here to just, I think, appreciate the warrior that he is, and for him to, walk off the mound tonight after a job, well done, that he did his part. And so told him he got one hitter, and then I'm going to come get you no matter what, and we're going to turn it over. And so glad we were able to hang on for him.
How do you see that 6-run inning develop compared to the first, I guess?
Yeah, it was Sprout's got like a lot of movement on his pitches, his high velocity, and we didn't really, square a lot of stuff up. And then it took just a couple runners and then Bert. He's been a real revelation this year for us since he's come up. He's had a lot of big hits. He's driven in runs and slices one down the line that lands in a perfect spot to get us going. And Norby, mean, that's about as good as a ball as Norby can probably, hit, especially to the pull sides. I think it was just, again, our guys just hanging in there, and you keep every inning looking to try to scratch and put something together. And that inning we were able to. Bert's big hit, I think that kind of sparks things a little bit. We get the Marcy RBI ground out, and Norby's big pinch hit, X's hit. So they just sometimes things can be a bit contagious once you kind of get going and rolling a little bit. And we were able to string some really nice at bats together and have a big inning.
With Norby, and that home run is a 9th home run for a pinch hitter this year with you guys. Obviously, the execution is important, but also for you guys and the coaching staff creating the best matchup possible to take it through. The process.
I mean, Soto's tough, and it's like we had Norby there who verse left and we had some people on base to take some shots there. And I think a lot of credit again goes to Bryson Nakamura. Has done a lot of behind the scenes work. He's the one in there with them, getting them ready. Carson is the best at preparing them for be ready against this guy. If this comes up, be ready. So hope that the players feel like they're prepared from maybe potential tactical usage, and then also what Bryson does back there. But then ultimately, pinch hitting's hard, and those guys have gone up there and come through in a lot of ways this year.
And especially with a guy that could spot.
3-1 to Conan. He smacks high in the air, out to right and deep. Kepler is back. He's looking up, and that is gone. His first game in 5 months. Welcome back, Griff. Fish on the board. Home run number 2 on the year for Conan, and man, does that one have to taste oh so sweet. Robertson set at the letters. Here's 1-2. Is lifted out to left center field. That's in for a base hit. You got Otto around second. He heads to third, and Liam Hicks has a pinch hit single. The Marlins have the tying run on base. Now Otto breaks for the plate as that throw got away, and Otto with a head first dive is in. Duran's 0-2 is launched high in the air out to left. Marsh is back at the track, at the wall. It is gone. We are tied at 3. Heriberto Hernandez takes the defibrillator to the Miami Marlins. And with one away.